Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Cop Council. This is the match reaction after Liverpool have just defeated Aston Villa by 2-1 in what was a game to make your heart go wild. As you can see, I am joined by Mickey. How are you, my friend?
Absolutely fantastic. After our get out of jail free card was just played against Aston Villa.
Yeah.
So Man City had put some pressure on us by scoring their 2 goals, but I'm absolutely over the moon now, jumping for joy.
Yeah, I think all of us are really after the late winner. But yeah, we will get talking more on that. So please, guys, like, share, and subscribe. This video is always on our road to 100 subscribers and more, hopefully. But yeah, starting with the lineups then. What was your thoughts of the lineups when you first saw them, mate?
To be honest, I weren't surprised. I knew from the press conference and all the talk before that he was going to rest Fabinho for next Sunday because you couldn't risk him. He was going to get a yellow card today, away from home. There's no doubt about it. Villa are a good side on their counter-attack. It's far more important that he plays against Man City than he does against Villa. A little bit shocked that Lallana got the nod for this number 6 role, and we'll go into that more in a minute. Which is the role he played on Wednesday, and he was absolutely shocking in that game at number 6 as well. The front three, yeah, it was quite pleasing to see the front three. I was a bit disappointed Ox didn't start. Lovren got the nod above Gomez. I'm not sure at the moment whether Gomez or him are the right choice. Which one out of the two is the right choice? But we'll find out because now Matip's out for a few weeks.
Yeah, definitely. And well, we will get on a little bit later to Adam Lallana, number 6 role, because I know you definitely want to get talking about that. But yeah, I think what Klopp is thinking about doing, I think mainly is rotating now both centre backs. I think now that, well, with Gomez not playing today, I think he'll play against Gink, and then I think Lovren might play next week against City. Yeah, I know. Not everyone's the biggest fan of that, but I think Klopp will actually do that. I can already see by you actually hate that.
I just know Aguero loves playing against Lovren, so it's just.
Yeah.
I personally think, just going off subject for today's game, is Gomez's pace is far more useful against Man City because they will hit us on the break. But that's just my opinion. Yeah. Klopp knows better.
Yeah, he knows better than all of us, to be fair. But saying that, mind, I think that moving more into the game as such, I think that we both were talking just off camera about Mo Salah. He wasn't all there today, was he, mate?
Oh, how bad is that injury? Should he have played? Like you told me, I didn't pay much attention because obviously I went to the football the other day and I've been doing quite a few bits that he hasn't been training properly. So if he wasn't fit, I don't understand why he played him. You know what I mean? You could risk injuring him for a longer term. And we could have played with Origi from the start after his heroics on Wednesday. He was on a bit of form. So, or we could have chucked Darby Elliott in. You know, is it a risk now? Is it a risk? I'm really impressed with Darby Elliott. But if Salah, if he isn't fit, don't play him. And you clearly see today he was off.
Yeah, he was fully off. I think that, well, like I told you off camera, like last night there was rumours going around he hasn't trained all week with the squad at all. So it's like one of those, if he's not fit, why play him? Why risk him? Because as we saw last week, he come off against Tottenham and then he didn't train last week. I don't think neither. So it is a main talking point to talk about. But talking more about the game, Liverpool did start off quite strong. Obviously, there was 1 or 2 tackles flying in there and there. What was your thoughts when the game started, and what was your thought of the Liverpool start in general?
I thought Liverpool were on the front foot from the start. Even when Villa scored, Liverpool were always on the front foot. And it's one of them weird things. I no longer think or panic for a very long. To be honest, the last 10 minutes I started to think, but you don't seem to panic anymore because you just got true faith in this team. And to be fair, we did absolutely batter them. Let's not. Villa played well, yeah, but they didn't play amazingly well.
No.
We played fantastic, I believe. I just don't understand how we got that goal chalked off from Firmino because it was definitely onside. It's not even a debate. And well, I'll tell you why, and I'm going to be controversial now. Yet again, guess who was doing the VAR for our game? Martin Atkinson. Yeah, the biggest Man City fan in the history of the world. So let's.
It's
suspicious.
Yeah, it is very suspicious, and it's also annoying, isn't it? Because I think we said last week that like Liverpool have dropped points nearly every single time Martin Atkinson's been officiating a game. So let alone VAR, because there was a lot of talking points about VAR. But we'll talk about Villa's goal for the moment anyway. So obviously, I think it was Adam Lallana's foul on one of the Aston Villa, players. But yeah, when the goal went in, did you think it was anyone's fault, or did you just think it was a well-worked goal?
I think Alisson should have saved it. To be honest, I'm being ultra critical. To me, that was an easy save to make, but you can't be too critical of him. We've got to remember is Alisson isn't up to speed at the moment. He's going to take 3 or 4 games to get back into it. So that's neither here or there. We do need to stop conceding these goals because we're going behind a lot now. We conceded 7 goals in the last 7 games. You forget Wednesday. That was what I mean. That was like 5 goals. We're conceding too many goals. We've got to start shoring up a little bit more because it is, as much as we say we're calm and whatever, it is a bit sweaty. You know what I mean? It is a bit sweaty when it comes towards the end, but we never give in. So,
yeah. Well, in my opinion, I think you're right that Alisson, I think, should have maybe done better with it. But like you said, he's not even 100% there at the minute. It's only his 3rd game back for Liverpool, 4th game back. So, but for me, one person, I thought I was at fault was Jordan Henderson. I thought he had an absolute shocker first half. I thought he was at fault for the first goal because I think he doesn't track back good enough and just leaves the space. What was your thoughts on Jordan Henderson's first half performance?
First half performance, absolutely terrible. But I don't think he was helped out by Lallana playing in the 6, to be honest. Although that one time when it was 3-on-2 and he made that really wayward pass, I was like, oh no. But other than that, to be fair. To be fair to him, in the second half, when they made the substitutions, he moved into the 6 and he started to dictate the game a bit more, and he looked more like himself. Well, my personal opinion on it is you can look at it and shout at Henderson. The Henderson haters will definitely jump on it, but to me, Lallana playing at 6 is a big no-no, and I plead now with Jurgen Klopp. Never play Lallana at number 6. He's not a defensive midfielder. He never will be. He was shocking on Wednesday. He gave away possession. He cost us a couple of goals on Wednesday. He wasn't very good at the number 6. Second half, when he moved further forward, he was a lot better. He is an attacking player. He's one of our attacking midfielders. He can even play in the front 3. Keep him there, not at the 6, please.
Oh, there you go, guys. Jurgen, if you're listening, please follow Mickey. Mickey knows.
This is one thing I will argue with you, Jurgen, because it's now twice I've seen it. I've seen it against Napoli in pre-season as well, and he was shocking then. So let's, he's definitely not number 6. No one can ever say that's a great number 6 role for him. He's not strong enough. He gets knocked off the ball too easy. And that your number 6 should be the person that knocks them off the ball, not the other way around.
Yeah, exactly. Me personally, I thought that Wijnaldum would have played the 6, and I think a lot of other people thought it as well, because obviously we have seen a before, and then Lallana, well, playing in one of the eights. But I'm with you. I don't like Adam Lallana in a 6 role. He doesn't look right there. And like you said, you need someone to get someone off the ball, not someone to the other way around. But yeah, moving forward a bit, then we'll actually move to Liverpool's first goal, which was a nice cross from Sadio Mane. Me personally, I thought Mane had a tough game. I didn't think he was good up until the last maybe 15 minutes. What was your thoughts on Mane's performance then?
Well, Mane has games like, doesn't he? He can do nothing for 70 minutes. All of a sudden, he just kicks in, boom, and he does something amazing. That's what a world class player does. To be honest, the front three, Salah and Mane, had pretty quiet games. To be honest, until Mane's ending. For me, Firmino was the man. For me, he was the man, the danger man for me in that first and second half. And obviously he had the goal struck off, which he should have kept. But he was finding loads of room in that pocket. But going back to Sadio Mane, yeah, he was disappointing. I personally think he needs to stop diving because people are saying he trod on him, but yeah, he trod on him. Then he ran on, then he dived, and he rightly got a yellow card. I can't defend him on that one. He's got to start staying on his feet now. He's had a few penalties, and he's got to him a little bit. We don't want that. We want to win properly. We want to win fairly, and we want to be, he's good enough to stay on his feet, get a cross in or a shot in. Let's cut out that diving. That was a blatant dive, and I'm pretty disappointed in him on that, to be honest.
Yeah, it's one of the down points of Sadio Mane. It's like now it's gonna. Remember last season with Mo when like everyone kept on tackling him, and he'd go down, and everyone thought he's just diving. And I think now that's what people are going to do with Mane. I think they're going to look to tackle, not so much tackle him. I think they're going to look to make him look like he's diving. So that's a negative point for me. And it's like you said, you can't defend him really. But yeah, he, for me, like you said, world-class player. They turn up in big moments, and he did turn up in big moments for Andy Robertson's goal. Obviously, Mane crossed the ball. I think it was the other side of the pitch, and then Robbo just blasted it in. What was your reaction when Robbo's goal went in, mate?
Well, to be honest, my reaction to that one was like relief. Thank God, because I think City had just gone 2-1 up, and it was looking well. At least it's a 4-point gap now, not a 3-point gap, which means no matter what happens next Sunday, they can't go above us. So it's more relief, to be honest. But like you said, we never lost faith. But when that goal went in, I thought, that's it. We're going to score another one now. That's it. We'll go on to win it.
Yeah. And we did end up going on to win it. Obviously, Sadio Mane scoring the late winner. And oh my God, my heart just went out the window, screaming. And like you said, this team never gives up, does it?
Never gives in. That is the most I've shouted and celebrated a goal for a long, long time.
Since the Champions League final.
Yeah, well, to be honest, I didn't even celebrate them that much. At the end of the day, the emotion, like crying, everything I overtook for that one. But no, the for me, that was just like, to me, today's how we won the game today. I know we dominated it and whatever, but how we won the game today with that last minute, and we've been doing it quite a lot just lately. We got the hallmark. That's how champions win leagues. Yeah. That's how teams win leagues. It's how the old Liverpool team used to win leagues. It's how Man United used to win leagues. How Arsenal used to win leagues. It's how Chelsea used to win leagues. You score in the last minute. You don't give in. Yeah. Because teams will attack you. Teams will go 1-0 ahead of you. You know what I mean? How we're doing this at the moment. I'm not saying we're going to be champions before anyone kicks off and jumps on that bandwagon, yeah? But we're showing the hallmarks of champions. And if we don't finish top of the league, we'll finish second. There's no doubt about that. This Man City side can never be writ off. Yeah? Never be writ off. They are a great side. Yeah. But we are digging in. We're doing the good things right. We're not giving it. Basically, no one will have an easy game against us. No one.
No, I agree.
Never in a minute. I don't think any team now knows they've got to be alert for the whole 90 minutes, including the they've got to be alert, or we're in. And I know it was a big squeaky bum time when Man City scored and we were still 1-0 down, but we did it. Now the pressure's back on them. Yeah. They've got to go to Anfield and win.
Yeah, so, they
are. And they know that we won't give in. So I think we're the underdogs in next week's game.
Oh, do you really?
Yep. We're not the champions; they are.
That's true, but then on the run of form we're on now, and obviously being the champions of Europe, I can see what you mean because we know the champions, but we are 6 points clear. So I think me personally, I don't think anyone's the underdog and overdog. I think that we are pretty much even. But yeah, that's your opinion, and I think that many others would probably say that.
I think the pressure's on them more. If you look at their press conferences or their player interviews, they always mention Liverpool. Our players don't even talk about Man City nor his club. It doesn't even enter their head. They look relaxed. Where Man City players look vexed. They look stressed. They look like, whoa, that was. I think there was more relief on them today because they had 3 shots on target today. 3 shots on target at home.
I know, and especially when in the past as well, Manchester City fans have questioned Alisson about his mistakes. If you actually look at the City game, it was Edison's mistake that gave Southampton the goal. So we've got the better goalkeeper, in my opinion. But it's just one of those things. So I just want to quickly talk about VAR. We're not going to talk about it long, guys, because then we know a lot of people hate it. But obviously there was, for me anyway, 2 big calls today. One was the Bobby offside, which it's not offside. You can argue us in the comments below, but it's not offside. And then in the second half, there's a handball situation where I think it's Ox and he hits the ball and it hits the Villa's player's arm in the penalty box. For me, it should have been a penalty. What were your thoughts on the 2 situations?
So I know for a fact, watching the game, VAR never checked the penalty decision. I thought they were meant to check every penalty decision or every call, even while the game's going on.
Yeah.
So it didn't make any sense. I think it would have been a bit harsh. But when you look at the Man United penalty from the same similar sort of handball situation they got against Norwich, then there was a case. There was a case for pen. I think it would have been a bit harsh. I would never have wanted that to have gone. If it was the other way round, I would have thought I would have gone mad saying that, I mean, VAR's got that wrong. I don't know. I think it was a bit harsh. It was hit at him from a close range. It's getting to the point now where VAR is knocking off goals that should stand.
Yeah.
And it's giving penalties when there should be no penalties. It's turning the game into a farce. No one can celebrate at grounds. I think Villa's goal, I think it took 5 minutes for him to decide that Tyrone Mings had nothing to do with play, but it was clear that Tyrone Mings, yes, he was offside, but he didn't touch the ball. I don't understand what. To me, I'm quite happy to just go back to how it was.
Yeah.
VAR's, it's made the game worse, not better, and that's not what it's meant to be done.
No, I agree with that. I think that there's so many because after a football game, you'd go, there's only one main talking point, and that would be if there's a handball or over the line or whatever. And now it's 3 or 4 or 5 main talking points because VAR is causing that to be the main talking point. This is meant to clear up the game, not meant to make more. Well, talk about it then, really.
So, going off the game today, Firmino's goal was flagged offside anyway by the linesman. So, even though he was onside, that would have been the major talking point today. It would have been
Yeah.
But for it to go to VAR and have another check on it, and it's not been given, how's that helping the game?
Yeah.
That was a clear, and to me, that was a clear and obvious error from the ref and the linesman.
I know. I agree with that.
It's not subjective. Offside is not subjective. So we had this
No.
argument. You watch them on TV. They go, you watch Dermot Gallagher on a Monday on Sky. Well, it's not subjective. Offsides and handballs aren't subjective. Yeah. Okay. Today they were saying it was subjective. But make your mind up.
Yeah,
Make
exactly.
your mind up. It is offside. It's not subjective. He was clearly onside. In fact, it wasn't even close. It was like, I don't understand. Your hand can't be offside because you can't score with your arm.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
it's only any part of your body, and he's that much behind Tyro means his knee. He's there, and he's that far behind him.
Yeah, I know. I agree with you 100%. Very quickly then, mate. Who is your man of the match for today's game?
So I'm going to go with Ox because I thought he'd come on and change the game.
Yeah.
It could be a combination of moving Henderson into the 6, moving Lallana forward, but Ox was brilliant. Couple of shots, changed the game. We were getting in and around the box. I know people might say, he went from the start, but, and people go, Klopp never changes the game with subs. He did today.
Yeah.
He did today.
Yeah.
And Ox
agree with that.
is a shoe-on start for Genk. He's got to be.
Yeah. That's... To be fair, I can't argue with that. I thought that Ox was brilliant when he came on, and like you said, changing the game off the bench. Klopp has got criticised for that in the past, but he did that perfectly today, in my opinion. For me, who I'm going to go with Andy Robertson. He gets the first goal. I thought that his reaction after the goal was superb, in my opinion. Everyone get back. We can actually go on now and win this. And, he never gave up all game, in my opinion. And he is, for me anyway, he's the best left back in the world. And it's just nice for him to get his goal today. But, what's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I can't disagree with you on that. I think Andy Robbo is a great player. He played well today. Both our fullbacks, to me, are the best 2 fullbacks in the world at the moment.
Yeah.
You can't. They're the ultimate modern fullback. Yeah.
Yeah.
They can both do a little bit better in defending, but in terms of the modern fullback, there's no one better than the pair of them. And just to top it all off, Real Madrid have been watching Robbo, but there's no chance they're going to get Robbo because one he ain't Brazilian. He's actually British, and why would he want to leave? Liverpool are challenging for all honours, including Europe, and at the moment, the Spanish league is nowhere near in the same class as the Premier League. There's not a chance. There's not a chance of them getting him. They might be able to get him when he's 33. We might let him go then. But...
yeah. When he's like old and we don't care anymore, and like sad Robbo, we gotta let you go. But for now, he's not going anywhere, is he?
Yeah. So, but the fact that these clubs are looking at him just goes to show you.
Yeah.
I mean, Juventus was scouting last week. They were actually scouting Christian Eriksen.
Yeah.
But all the media jumped on saying they were scouting Salah and whatever, and Juventus spokesman said, no, we were actually there scouting Eriksen. And his actual quote was, we were scouting Eriksen. We could not afford to buy any Liverpool player.
No, exactly.
That's exactly what he said in his thing. So when Juventus are saying that, we've got a great squad.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
A little one on future players. Timo Werner scored a hatful of goals today in a massive win.
Yeah,
in a massive win, and he's looking on fire.
Yeah. So what I'm thinking about doing is obviously we guys are going to talk about this now. Maybe once January comes around, we will start doing a show talking about Liverpool scouts and all like this, and talking about transfer targets and all like that. So if you guys do want that and us to talk about transfers, please let us know in the comment section below. But that was our match reaction for Liverpool beating Aston Villa by 2-1. Have you got anything else to say, mate?
No, just enjoy the weekend. Enjoy the weekend, Reds, and we have a little bit of a break from the Premier League on Tuesday night. To me, we can afford to drop a few players because Genk can't. anybody.
Yeah.
It's at Anfield. We could probably put in a couple of kids, to be honest. It's about time we started using the squad a bit more.
Yeah.
And we've got to be prepared for next Sunday is a 6-pointer.
Yeah.
And let's just enjoy. Let's enjoy the weekend now. We can celebrate.
Yeah. No, I agree. There's nothing more you can really say about that. That was perfect ending. But guys, if you did like the video, like I said, please like, share, and subscribe. Please go and check out Mickey in the description down below, as always. Obviously, a part of the channel, great person, and he'll be perfectly on the channel as always. But like I said, guys, that is the end. If you would please like, share, and subscribe. I've been Connor from the Cop Council. He's been Mickey from the Cop Council as well, and we will see you all in a bit.